What's happening, you wonderful people? I first of all want to start out by showing total gratitude and appreciation for you to take your precious time and come in and watch my videos here on YouTube. Today I'm showing you an illustration I did for a big supporter of mine, a D&D player, and I basically made the Mushroom Elf Man. And it got me thinking about how art pretty much gets you back in your natural rhythm and cycles of things. And it made me think of the famous Picasso quote where he says, "Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life." And it seems, there's a lot of fundamentals you can learn about all types of creativity, from the form of creative writing to, drawing and painting and, paying attention to, perspective and angles, right? And all those specific things, shading, color theory. But most of all, I think art really does wash away the dust from everyday life. And dust being, the things that make you complacent, make you, not motivated or excited to, go into those places that seem very scary to you. So, you can pretty much, do something creative or just use the artists that are out there doing the daily work, artists like me that, have a definitive need and a want and are driven every day to constantly explore in all of the arts, from creative writing to movement and dance to painting and drawing, to kind of find a place where we can rise, from that natural state we all have inside and we've brought into this lifetime, that energy of why we're alive, our purpose. And when you find that purpose, you have a great instrument to wash away all the dust of everyday life. And the dust of everyday life could be, just what you're supposed to do, and how you look at the world in comparison instead of curiosity and wonder. And a lot of the arts, basically at their root, get you so you start to wonder about life more. And of course, go back to the beginnings of things, because, when you really engage yourself in art, either doing it or in the full mode of appreciation, like going up to an abstract painting and letting the colors bring out, your true emotions instead of a lot of the information that gets piled on us these days, from the internet and interacting with, all the electronic devices, and if we don't, seek the kind of transcendence, find those portals either in a piece of art or a piece of poetry or just a philosophical dive into curiosity, and not really searching for the answer, but more harvesting, the endless and joyful opportunities that exist for all of us, because we all arrived here for a purpose, and that purpose is to, find that wonder and get back on the journey of exploring and expanding. And you can replace that wonder, and it transcends time, because good art basically done from a space where the artist got out of the way, in the sense that they got their skills down and they composed something fantastical, from their imagination, from their possibilities, and it gives us a platform of where we can rise instead of fill our head with complaints and worries and can'ts, and stopping us from really going on that journey inside of ourselves that allows us to transcend a normal boring day into happy surprises, that just come your way because you're paying attention to them and you were curious about how that came to be, and you really weren't searching for an answer. You were just looking for a space to express yourself and rise into that, and a lot of times, I'll get in that mode, but I've been really paying attention to meeting other artists, going to social spaces either on the internet, and then as it starts to open up with the pandemic, finding more places to hang out where people are, you know, on that curiosity track and that wonderment and going back to their original nature of shining. And I'm gonna continue this talk, and I'm also gonna show you the coloring of this fantastical little elf creature that was amazing to do, and I sent it off to Florida. But once of all, thanks again for watching the video, and I'll talk to you real soon.